Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite songs of 2022. This past Tuesday, I made a video where I ranked my top 5 favorite albums of the year, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll leave links at the end of the video and in the description, but if you already saw that video, then you probably have an idea of what songs are going to be in this video. This is probably the hardest video I've ever had to make. I am the most indecisive person ever. I can't even order at the drive-thru, so making this video was so hard. I had a list of about 100 songs for me to go through and make into a top 10 list, so I'm going to start with my honorable mentions. These songs I love very much, but they just didn't quite make it into my top 10, and those songs are Bad Omens by 5 Seconds of Summer, Blunder by 5 Seconds of Summer, Potion by Calvin Harris, Obsessed by Calvin Harris, Sacrifice by The Weeknd but the Swedish House Mafia remix, Loop by Martin Garrix and Dallas, You've Got to Let Go If You Want to Be Free by Zedd and Disclosure, and Out of My Mind by Sick and Sick Right. Starting off with number 10, I have Carry On by Drove. I had to include Drove into my list because they released their Drift Away EP this year and I absolutely loved it. They're one of my favorite artists from Stand Records. The drop is so fire. I love the bass line. This is probably my favorite song off of their Drift Away EP, and I just love how hype it is, and like I said, I love the lead, I love the bass line, and I also like the second verse in the middle of the song, and I love how crazy hype the last drop is. It's so energetic, I really love listening to it. At number 9, I have Sound of the Bass by Julian Jordan. I absolutely love this song. It's my favorite song from his Hyper House EP by far. I love the bass line. It's my favorite thing about the song. I love the sound design in the bass, and of course the bass line itself I think is awesome. It's such a great bass house slash deep house kind of song. I really love that stuff. That's why I love Julian Jordan so much. So of course I had to include him in my top 10 songs list. It's been out for almost a full year. It came out in January and I still listen to it to this day. It's so fun, it's hype, it's energetic, aggressive, just everything I could ask for in a Julian Jordan song. And the bass is definitely the highlight of the song, and I also like the vocal chops that he uses as well. At number 8, I have Something by Breathe Carolina and Martin Garrix. This song is another very energetic, hyper aggressive song. This is for the Stand Records and Tomorrowland EP. It's my favorite song off of the EP. The drop is literally my favorite thing ever. I really love the melody in the build-up, the verses, and of course in the drop. It's honestly so sick. I love the lead. I think the drop is very creative, and I love the breaks and the transitions into the different parts of the song. It's got a really huge festival feel to it, that's why I love it. At number 7, I have a song called Escape, and it's by a ton of different people. It's got KX5, Deadmau5, Hala, and Cascade. I'm not really familiar with any of these guys except for Deadmau5, and I can definitely hear Deadmau5's influence in this song. It sounds like some of the other Deadmau5 songs I've heard. Even though I'm not a really big fan of him, I really love this song. I actually heard it for the first time on the radio. I normally don't hear this kind of stuff on the radio, but I was so lucky to hear this because I heard it and I literally fell in love with it. It's slightly different to the usual stuff that I listen to, and I just like that. I like how it's different. Overall, it's a pretty simple song, but I think it's really catchy because the melody and the lead is just so catchy, it gets stuck in your head, and the vocals are so chilling, like they give me goosebumps. I love the vocalist, and I also really love the lyrics too. I think it's a really great combination of Cascade and Deadmau5's style. I can really hear their influences in this song, and I think they work really well together. This song is so addicting. I've played it so many times, even though I just recently found out about it a couple of months ago. At number 6, I have I Love You by the Chainsmokers. This is one of my favorite songs off of their album So Far So Good that came out this year. I absolutely love this drop. It's so fun. It's perfect for summer. The melody is so fun and catchy. It's like a sweet song, even though, well, like the lyrics aren't really the best. Like it talks about kind of a sad situation, but it kind of sounds like a happy song if you just listen to the instrumental. I love the instrumental, and I also like some of the lyrics as well. The drops are definitely my favorite part. The final drop is a little bit different, which the Chainsmokers do in a lot of their songs, and I really love the direction that the song goes in from start to finish. The song just makes me so happy. I love listening to it. I really love Drew's vocals in this song. I love the strings. I love everything about it. At number 5, I have Make You Say by Zed, Bose, and Maren Morris. This song is so good. I just love the vibes of it. It's such a fun, bouncy song. It's very simple. Like the structure, the backbone of the song is, you know, a 3-step, and that's what makes it so catchy and popular, I think. It's a nice mix of like EDM and pop vibes. I think it's awesome that Zed collabed again with Maren Morris. I love how the vocal and the bass go together. They just fit so perfectly. And there's some crazy things going on in the drop too with the bass, and I just think it really complements Maren's voice, and she does a really great job on the vocals in this song. It's such a bop. It's another one of those songs where the lyrics kind of contradict the instrumental, because the instrumental is very fun, happy, and upbeat, and the lyrics are not necessarily happy or uplifting. It's kind of the opposite, you know. And number 4, I have Tears by 5 Seconds of Summer. I really love their album 5 Sauce 5 that came out this year, so of course I had to have one of the songs in my top 10, and this is probably my favorite song off of the whole album. I think the song should have been on the album. It's a deluxe track, but I love it the most. I don't know what it is about this song, but the first time I heard it, I knew it was my favorite on the album. The bass line is so sick. I love it so much. And I really love how Ashton got most of the vocals in this song. The lyrics are kind of sad and depressing, but I do like them. And I just, like I said, love the bass line, love the guitar in the song. The vocals in the chorus just give me chills. I love it so much. And I feel like this is one of the more relatable songs on the album too. Lyrically and musically, this is such a great song. I love how powerful and in your face the song is. Now we're getting into my top 3, which ironically was actually the easiest for me to make. I had my top 3 squared away pretty early, but as you can hear in the background, my number 3 pick is Cooped Up by Post Malone featuring Roddy Ricch. I'm so happy I was able to hear this song live on the 12 Karat Toothache tour. So Roddy was singing it along with Post Malone. I think that helped it move so high on the list, because just seeing them have so much fun performing this was really special to me. I think it's an absolute banger. It's probably my favorite off of 12 Karat Toothache, Post Malone's latest album that came out this year. I really love the lyrics, specifically Post Malone's stuff. I think the opening verse by Post Malone, I think the lyrics are so funny. Like the story that he kind of tells. If you've heard the song, you know. The song doesn't take itself too seriously, at least in some parts of the song. I love the bass line, or you know, the 808. I love the beat itself, and I really love the chords and the vocal chops, the echoing vocal chops in the chorus, like just give me goosebumps. I love the overall vibe and atmosphere of the song. As for Roddy's verse, I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I feel like the first half of his verse was good, and then it kind of fell off for me. I don't like some of his lyrics, and I don't like his flow in some parts. It just sounds a little bit like it's offbeat to me. I don't know if you guys agree with that. I don't think it ruins the song, but it's just not my favorite thing about the song. My number 2 song of the year is Follow by Martin Garrix and Zed. Looking back, I maybe should have made Sentio my second favorite album. I definitely really love this song off of Sentio, and this really kind of sets the mood and the tone for the whole album since it's the first song. And I love Martin Garrix and I love Zed so much too, so I'm really glad that they finally got together and collabed for this song. I've been waiting forever for them to collab, and it finally happened this year. I love Follow so much. It's such a hype, energetic, crazy song. It's so aggressive, especially in the build up and the drop. When Emily Warren's vocals come in on the second verse, like it literally gives me chills. It gives me goosebumps. Her vocals are perfect on this song. It really matches the tone of the song. It kind of sounds mysterious and dark to me. I really love the lyrics in her verse. I think it fits the song overall. It just adds that extra level of detail to the song that's already great, and just for it to have some vocals in the middle is a really nice detail. Zed and Martin Garrix did an amazing job coming up with this melody and the sound design. This song sounds so amazing live. I was also able to hear it live, and it's perfect for a festival. I love the electro house vibes. This song is the definition of a banger. And now comes my number 1 song, which is The Fall by the Chainsmokers. This is my favorite song off of So Far So Good by far. Too bad it's a deluxe song. I would have loved to have it on the album, but anyways. The Fall is everything I could ever ask for in a Chainsmokers song, because this has everything I love about music in it. This song, honestly, from the very beginning of the song just gives me chills. It gives me goosebumps. Another song that does that to me. But this song is literally perfect. It's such a banger. I love the chords. I love the bass line. I love Drew's vocals. I love the lyrics. Literally everything about this song I love. I remember when the song was still called Emotions by the fans before it came out, when it it was just an ID. I listened to like leaked versions and snippets. I played that stuff on repeat until the day the song came out. I think I forgot to mention this, but it's also a collab with Wrek, and I can really hear their influence in this song. I think they had a lot to do with the drop. I love the vibe. I love the atmosphere. I love how the lyrics mirror each other in the first verse and the second verse. It's got similar structure, kind of like repeating the same words and phrases. I love it when songs do that, so I love how each verse complements each other. This is definitely one of my top favorite Chainsmokers songs. This is honestly one of the best songs I've heard in a very long time. Nothing has made me feel this excited about a song. Those were my top 10 favorite songs of 2022. Like I mentioned earlier, this was so difficult for me to make. That's why I had to have some honorable mentions, because I couldn't leave some songs out. I just had to at least give them a shout out. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with it, but I might change my mind tomorrow. Who knows? I'm very indecisive. If you're a fan of Martin Garrix and Stand Records, let me know if you want me to do my top 10 favorite Stand Records songs of 2022, and tell me your top 10 favorite songs of 2022. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!